Okay, Line Basketball Podcast, episode 220, July 2nd, 2004. 2024. I hate this show. All right.
You're the one that made me do this today.
I know.
What are you talking about?
I don't even, yeah.
You show up late. We start.
I
Everybody's
was
waiting
not
around for
late.
you.
I was here at exactly
7:01. And then you had to talk for 10 minutes.
It's a little small talk.
See, look at everybody. Warner, what's up? Sean, what's up? Eric, happy 4th of July. Early.
Yeah, I really don't. Yeah, summer episodes.
You hate America? Is that what you're going to say? Oh.
No. Summer episodes just kind of suck, but it's fine. We got to do them.
I agree.
Props to me for thinking that they suck, but then knowing that we still have to do them. So hopefully we don't have to do another one for like a month. That would be great.
Yeah. Maybe nothing will happen. I assume nothing will happen in the next month, right? Everything's done. What else could happen?
The second thing we're going to talk about maybe happens.
That's true. First thing we're going to talk about is Jeremiah Fears decommits from Illinois. He put out a thing on Twitter that said, "Thanks, Illini Nation, for the love and support and appreciation for Coach Underwood and staff." And he said, "Please trust my full intention was to enter Champaign in the class of 2025 and help contribute to the continued ascension in the Big Ten. After meaningful conversations with my family, I'll be reopening my recruitment and exploring other opportunities." This is just another like check mark for Ethan where he can say, guys, don't get hyped about guys that commit, right? I mean, this is right up your alley. You've been talking about it for how long we've been doing this?
Long time.
Just typing zeros in the doc now, or are you all right up there?
Did I? Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
No, I think this is one of those situations where, the team is already very talented.
Right.
And if Fears wanted to play this year, which it seems like he does, it wouldn't work here. And that's unfortunate because I had talked him up like nobody else.
That's true. That's even though you are on the don't like commits until they become signed, you were really high on Jeremiah Fears. Yeah, it seems like he wants to be in class of 2024. Even when he committed to Illinois, whenever that was, a year ago, 6 months ago, I can't even remember. There was talk about it then that he wanted to play. He wanted to reclass to 24. So I'm not shocked by this. Do you think that, Illinois getting Will Riley and letting him reclass made him a little mad? Or do you think he just didn't want to come in and compete for a spot?
Great question. Thanks for asking.
That's my job.
Yeah, I don't know.
Questions
I wonder. Well, I wonder. Like, Will Riley's already over 18, and
I agree,
isn't a guard, and he
plays the guard quite a bit right now.
Yeah, but he's 6'8", so it's like he's not going to play guard 24/7. So nice try. I don't know. That's my answer. No, I'm just kidding. He's not 18 yet. He won't be 18 until October. I don't know. There's a history of.
Go ahead.
He weighs 165 pounds. Like there's a history of guards who aren't physically there that struggle when they reclass. Like that's a tale as old as time.
Yeah. Do you think that he just wants to get to the NBA quicker? I mean, if you watch the draft, it's pretty apparent that NBA teams just want youth right now. You've been saying that for a while, but it seems like if he plays a year, he can just go to the NBA. Because I see a lot of Illinois fans being like, "Oh, he'll be back eventually," but I don't think Fears is a guy that's gonna be in college for 3 years.
He might be there for 2.
He might be here next year, anyways.
Probably not.
I mean, if he was going to play at Illinois in 25 and he's going to stay in college 2 years, why wouldn't he come to Illinois next year?
Because Illinois is going to have another guard that's better than him, possibly.
Okay.
How's that for you, huh?
Sounds good. He did tweet yesterday that he got a call from Kentucky. So
Great. I hope he goes out of the Big Ten because I don't really want to deal with that.
Jasper Johnson commitment to Illinois. Sean, thanks for the $2. Here's $2 for the lateness, Ethan. Maybe he'll show up on time. Well, now he's just gonna be later now.
Mm-hmm.
Warner says, why does he think he can play this year? Isn't he a little undersized weight wise? It's like you guys were talking. Did you see that in the comments and then you said it?
I did see it, but it reminded me to bring that up.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I don't think this is anything to be upset about. You know, I know you're upset. You're
disappointed.
I guess you can't be too upset, especially if he's going to play next year, because Illinois was, I think, very clear with him. They didn't want him until 25. So if that's what he wants to do, you think he plays with his brother at Michigan State?
No, I don't. I don't think that.
Jeremiah Fears isn't eligible for the NBA draft until 2025.
That would be next year's draft, would it not?
I'm pretty sure it would be. So, Luke Goody, I hope you're having fun over there in Indiana. Thanks for still stopping by the podcast. We appreciate you. So, hopefully you change your name sometime soon. Anyways, Fears isn't eligible for the draft until 2026. Is that true? You got to be 18, right?
Quote, Fears would also be eligible for the 2025 draft if he goes to college now, since he will turn 19 in October of that year. Nice try, Philip.
Yeah.
There have been a handful of players who have taken this route with hopes of speeding up their NBA draft clock, and it hasn't worked out as planned.
Never seems to work out.
And it works out for certain players, you know.
It's probably going to work out for Will Riley.
I wouldn't confidently say that right now, but yeah, it could.
Do you think that Will Riley has to produce at Illinois to get drafted?
Oh, tired. Yeah, he has to do something.
Wow, great show. All right, on to the next thing.
It would hurt him to not look good. He's got to show something.
19th year of the draft. Philip, Ethan's obviously reading something.
Debunked.
On the internet.
He's going to be 19 in 2025.
Jeffrey says, Jeffrey, welcome back. I feel like you haven't been here for a while. I'm sure you're still listening afterwards, but what do we care about a freshman commit in the area of the transfer portal? Brad's always going to pick age and experience over youth. I don't think we care.
Go look how young this team is, Jeffrey. How do you do that, huh?
You got a headache? Riley needs to average 11, 5, and 2.
That's pretty specific.
It's very specific. Imbrats, what's going on? I have a concern for reclassing and thought we had the family in on the plan for him here. You know, plans change, I guess. And like Ethan said, Illinois is still going to have some pretty good guards. There is a thing where like Brad doesn't care what you want. He'll recruit over you. So he never settles, is what it seems like. Fears is a big deal in 2025, not so much now. I think he's like 38th in that class. I don't even know where he'd move to if he reclassed.
130th.
That sounds right. Jay, yeah. What's up? Watched the end of Sleeper's media during the NBA draft, and he had a comment at the end that made him go, felt like he was deciding another option. I watched a little bit when he was on. Him and his brother, but Jeremiah and Jeremy Fears were on the Sleepers.
Yeah.
That should have been your first clue that he wasn't coming to Illinois.
A couple of bums.
What about this pick Antigua got from out east? I
That
don't know what
narrows it
that means.
down. Jesus.
Anyways, Jasper.
Well, he's not European, so
Jasper Johnson.
he's in Branson, Missouri.
He's from
allegedly.
Branson, Missouri. So Jasper Johnson, I think he visited the day after our last episode. 6'4" shooting guard. He's ranked 10th nationally in the class of 25. Another lefty, because Brad loves his lefties that can shoot. I got a text this morning that said that Antigua has a great relationship with this kid. I don't know. It sounds like that this could happen.
Yeah, I think
What's
he's
your
better.
level of this?
He's better ranked than anybody Illinois would have in this class because Will Riley's not in this class.
Correct.
He's 13th on 247. He's number 2 shooting guard. He's number 1 player in Missouri. It'd be hilarious if Illinois got the number 1 player in Missouri. That would be exciting. What I find interesting on 247 here is that if you look at the list of teams that have offered him, it says warm for USC.
Everybody.
Everybody except for Illinois.
That's weird.
It says cool for Illinois.
I assume that is because they're going off of him putting out his top 10 or whatever it was, and Illinois wasn't on that. And then Illinois offered him, and he came and visited like a week later. So
yeah, Illinois offered him on June 19th.
Yeah, and he came the 24th. So Fears had to take a step down in schools in order to be able to play. Easy, check it out. Sean, you got to give us a name. I don't know 4-star from out east. He did play with Merez and Fears on the USA team a month ago or so. He's visited Alabama. I think he visited Alabama right after Illinois. He just went on another visit to North Carolina. It'd be his second one. This one was unofficial. He's been to Kentucky twice, Auburn, and Missouri. He's been to other schools too. But it seems like it's like Alabama, Kentucky, Illinois.
North Carolina.
So
North Carolina.
You think he's going to North Carolina? What do you think Illinois' odds on
96% chance of landing.
Landing? Okay. Can you put in your crystal ball?
No.
Okay. Sounds good. Jay says, don't think Fear's body is ready for Division I ball yet. Dude definitely needs another year. And we're going to find out, it sounds like. Warner, guys, I randomly met Terrence Shannon Jr. My family and I were at O'Hare on June 16th at the gate getting ready for our flight to Rome. And who walks by TSJ? I told my daughter, did you see that? You didn't go up and say hi to him? I ran after him and gave him an ILL and a fist bump. Pretty sweet. That's awesome. Ethan's very happy for you. Look at him. No surprise here. Jeffrey would like another big on the bench. Could use another big. I mean, Illinois is pretty lengthy without a Dane Danger type. So, Fears to BYU to join Dimon and Catching. Sure, they got enough money. Commitments a year out mean nothing. So Ethan's been saying it for years, except for Merez Johnson. I think he was 2 years out or 3 years out, wasn't he?
At least 2. What I find interesting about the roster is so Illinois, let's think about this. When Ivisic is not on the floor, Illinois is not really going to play with a true 5.
Right.
Which I kind of think is how Brad wants to play.
I think that's exactly, yeah. I mean,
and Ivisic is not a full true 5. Like, he's over 7 feet, but he can step out and shoot it.
I mean, Brad proved that last year with how little of run Dane Danger got. And I know that it annoyed people. Jeffrey's not the only one that annoyed. So,
well, one of their best runs of the season was a good Dane stretch late in the year in the Big Ten tournament and the NCAAs.
Yeah. Sean says Brandon Lee is his name. If you want to look him up. Merez committed in November of 2021. Don't
Take
have
that.
loyalty like that these days.
Well, he's regressed greatly since then. So,
Embrot says, do you think we are stacked for a lineup this year or what? Yeah, sure.
I think the lineup is locked in right now.
Like this is it. Nobody else is coming.
No, like I know what
Or
the exact lineup
who's
is going to
starting.
be. Yeah.
All right. Illinois did put out a hype video. The fans are going goo goo gaga over Kasparus. Man, I'm going to hate this year and trying to pronounce these guys' names.
Well, that's just because you're a clown, really.
I am. I'm going to call him Casper. But yeah, he seems to be the guy that everybody thinks is going to be amazing. Your buddy Joe Jackson, that's maybe not your buddy anymore because I said, hey, get him on the show. And you said no. I actually said Joe Jackson is what you said. So I hope he watches this and knows that's how you feel about him. But yeah, everybody seems pretty hyped on him. He had some nice plays in the video. I mean, he looks good. You excited about him as everybody else?
You're such a hater.
What am I hating on?
Because you go out of your way to like talk about how it's a practice clip and I think a lot of
press.
But what I'm referencing, okay, you can let me finish. What I'm referencing is everything about the player and what he did in Europe and why people like him so much and why he's already a projected top 20 pick in next year's draft, according to ESPN.
He is, along with Will Riley.
I don't know if ESPN had Will Riley on there.
Oh, was that somebody else?
Could have been, yeah.
They had him like 13th and 19th or something. Those two, whichever one I saw.
Oh, the ESPN one has Riley 22nd.
Yeah, and just call him the Ghost.
And Kasparus 18th. So 18 and 22.
Who was that?
ESPN, 18 and 22. Also says William Riley, which is funny. William Riley.
It's hilarious.
Lots
of people are talking smack about Boswell, saying he isn't looking good in practice.
I was going to say what I think the lineup is going to be on opening night, and everybody stopped me.
Good.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Jakacionis, Riley, Rogers.
You think Riley's starting on this team?
Mm-hmm. Humbrickhouse, Ivisic, Boswell on the bench.
Boswell on the bench.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen, is it?
Ethan's probably the one talking smack about Boswell.
Well, if Riley doesn't start, then I think the obvious lineup is Boswell, Jakacionis, Rogers, Humbrickhouse, Ivisic, I think. Right? With Riley as the sixth man, and then, the others that are on the team. Trey White.
Trey White? You think Trey White plays? I know everybody's like,
yeah.
Everybody, okay. How deep do you think Underwood's rotation is going to be? 9?
Could be 10 early.
But we all know Brad doesn't like that. Do you think that he's going to change his ways?
He could do it a little early. I don't think Booth and Davis are going to play that much.
I don't think Davis is going to touch the floor.
He was knocking down triples in that video.
Trey will average 17 minutes.
That's not a good sign.
Riley is not classifying and coming here to come off the bench.
Yeah, I think he is going to start. My guess is that Ty's the sixth man, which I think is fine. Like I don't think you just reward Ty for staying by I have to start Ty.
I
don't
agree.
think you have to do that.
I think Ty is a great sixth man. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Especially if he's knocking down jumpers and fadeaways.
And then your seventh would probably be Trey White, and then DGL, and then somebody else
DGL looked
pretty
good
in there.
in the hype video.
Merez, I forgot about. He'll be probably. I don't. Is there a chance that Merez and Davis don't play very much, and then Booth gets some minutes? I don't know.
Man, I think Merez is going to play.
They're making guys earn their spots, which I think is good.
That's great. That's great.
That's
Hopefully
what you want.
They all get along too.
Did you know that
cheering for each other?
Do you think Illinois is going to go hard for Debansa in the 2025 class, #1 player?
I mean, as long as they think they have a shot, I think they will.
I just wanted to bring that up because it says that this guy has an offer from Arizona Christian.
Who does?
Debansa, #1 player in the class.
I thought you were talking about Brandon Lee.
I don't even know who that is.
You didn't look him up. Jeffrey says if Boswell plays like he did early last year, he should start. But if he plays like he did late, he should ride the pine. Tai would make a good change of pace guy boost. I agree. I think Tai would be a great guy to bring off the bench. I think DGL is going to be a really good guy to bring off the bench, especially if his game has improved.
No.
Why? Because he loves playing defense, and he doesn't mind shooting.
Yeah, the good thing for him is that he did make shots late last season.
Yeah. Lazy Forrest Gump, what's going on? I'm in favor of 3 shooters around Tai and Merez, second until those two can rebound and out hustle on the boards. So what would your starting lineup be?
You talking to LFG or me?
LFG.
By the way, this Brandon Lee guy has offers from Duquesne, Mississippi State, Missouri State, NJIT, Rutgers, and Rhode Island. So I don't know who the hell we're supposed to be talking about here.
Check it out. It says, I can see why Brad keeps a scholarship open. It's hard enough to divide up the playing time. Yeah, I mean, especially if you got tons of talent. Hopefully they have tons of talent. Todd, what's up? Underwood stated in his last interview that Merez won the rebounding count in every single scrimmage this far. He will be playing significant minutes, may not start, but he has a motor like no other. I think there's a better chance of Merez starting than Will Riley.
That is completely insane, but okay. Like completely insane. Like there's a 0% chance that happens.
Millie says, I'm going to call it now. DLG is better than Boswell.
I don't know if DLG will be, but DGL might be.
Yeah.
No, I think Boswell's just.
LFG says Riley, Big Hummer, KJ, Booth, and Boswell. Is your starting 5? How do you feel about that one?
That's interesting. Yeah, it takes out Ivisic and has Booth instead. I don't know. Probably not. They haven't seen Tomislav yet because he hasn't played in a scrimmage yet. That's
true. Warner says every year there are injuries. Someone doesn't pan out. Got to have enough in the tank. It's fair. It's fair.
I was trying to think of an example from last year's team on that one. Ashton Kutcher, I guess.
Over under Davis playing more than 10 minutes this year.
Over.
Really?
Yeah. They'll have some blowouts.
Okay. Can I say meaningful minutes? Can I change that?
Over.
Okay.
He'll have a game where he makes like 11 threes and then they got to keep him in.
Lazy Forrest Gump won't add Tomislav until he sees him.
You'll advertise him or add him to your lineup?
You're such a dick. Yeah. So Luke Goody What's the starting
Hutcherson.
five at Indiana going to be?
Hutcherson.
Hutcherson.
Who the hell could that even be?
Humrick House?
It says Hummer there too.
Oh.
Hutcherson?
I have no idea. I do miss Hutcherson, though. He was a
great.
baller. It's Illinois bringing it. Is that why they have a scholarship open? Hutcherson's coming back?
He's in the NBA now. I will say this about Jasper Johnson.
Why is Luke Goody getting all...
Hey, Luke,
cussy?
We understand, you idiot. Indiana, stupid MFer.
That's the rumor.
Yeah.
Luke, just go to Indiana and stop talking to us, all right?
Yeah, seriously. Illinois does have a recent history of jumping in on a player and then getting them, like not being in on them the whole time, just flying in, swooping in and stealing them. They did that with Will Riley. So maybe they do that with Jasper Johnson.
Exactly.
Sweden. Andreas Johnson.
Swedish.
Andreas Johnson had a good run in the NHL for like a season and a half. People forget that.
Who?
I don't know. What do you think Illinois is going to be in the preseason Big Ten?
Three.
I'm going to say third. Mine is more official because I said third. You just said three.
Okay, sorry. Who do you have in front of them?
Purdue and
Indiana? UCLA? A lot of people are picking UCLA to win it.
Purdue and Oregon.
You're an idiot.
Well, sorry you.
Fourth. Lazy Forrest Gump says fourth.
Michigan I did think of too, but I don't know.
I'll take top five. I'll be happy with top five.
I'll take first and first only.
That's fair. All right. Well, guys, thanks for stopping by.
We'll take questions now.
Oh, what about Terrence Shannon? Shoot.
Yeah, good for him. Yeah. Woo.
Terrence Shannon goes 27th to the Timberwolves. Good spot for him? I don't know.
Yeah,
NBA.
I think
That's what
so.
everybody says.
Well, Kyle Anderson's leaving to go to Golden State, so that opens up a rotation spot. They're a team that likes to play quality defense. I think he'll be a good fit there. I think it's good. It's one of the 3 or 4 best spots for him in the first round. Realistically, going in would have been Minnesota and Boston and the Knicks and one of those clubs. So I think it's a good fit.
Were you surprised he fell to 27th?
No.
I don't know if you call it falling, but
I think he went in the range of where we thought he would go.
I think we were saying 20 to 30. So
a lot of people said 25th to the Knicks. So I think the earliest I saw him was 17 to LA. Then I saw one with 20, 21, 23, 25, 27. So, yeah.
Were you surprised Zach Edey went 9th?
No.
Really?
Yeah, I'd heard in some underground worlds that there was a chance Memphis would do it. So.
But if you wouldn't have heard that, would you have been surprised to hear?
Yeah,
Zach
probably
Edey
a little bit. Yeah, probably a little bit.
Sorry, I forgot that you got all these ins, but you don't share them with everybody else.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. SB Nation has Will Riley going 14th next year, and Jokic nowhere to be found.
Really?
Which is total BS, by the way. This could be a good draft next year.
It's got to be better than this year, right?
This one looks to be a lot less European. 2 players in the top 10 that are not playing college basketball. Nolan Traore from France and then Rocco Zakarski from Australia.
Warner says last season, Hansberry was injured a lot and Sincere redshirted out of the blue. That's true. I mean, guys don't play. Sincere had a baby, by the way. Well, he didn't have a baby, but he has a baby now. I saw on Twitter. So congratulations to him.
Was that worth bringing up, you think?
Somebody had a child? What, you hating on guys having kids?
Where does Sincere play now?
Did I say it like derogatory? Like,
where does Sincere play now?
West Virginia.
Yeah.
Mountain Mama.
It'd be a different thing if he was still with our program, but he's not.
So. Sincere was literally mentioned. Shut up. Phillips says Indiana still coached by Woodson. That can't be helped. Can we split wins with Purdue this year? No. Matt Painter's too good a coach. TSJ threw out the first pitch at the Twins game tonight. Nice.
Did he throw lefty or righty? Lefty, I assume.
I don't know. Should I have mentioned that since he's not on the team anymore? Does it matter?
He didn't leave us for a shit assistant coach.
Lakers and the Wolves got the steals of the draft. Yeah, Bronny James, definitely a steal.
I do think Connect falling that far.
I agree. Connect was big. TSJ next to Ant Edwards, good fit.
Ant right.
He will help them this year more than Dillingham.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Can you read that one?
No, but I agree.
Rank the Big Ten teams. There's like 47 of them now.
Do we have to do this?
No, I don't want to. That's your job.
It's early to be looking at all that.
Yeah, we'll rank them closer to the season. Even though Ethan asks for questions and then you give him one and he just bails on you. Surprising.
Purdue 1, Oregon 2.
Oh, now we're doing it?
He said top 5.
Oh.
Purdue 1, Oregon 2, Illinois 3, UCLA 4, Michigan 5.
Okay. Sounds good. Ethan negative Nancy Carter. Sounds right.
Indiana 6, Rutgers 7, Michigan State 8, Iowa 9, and that's where you really lose me, I think. Wisconsin 10, Washington, it's over. Nebraska.
That was impressive, though. Got to 10. How many teams are there now? 18?
18, yeah.
Is Oregon that good? No, Oregon sucks.
Yes.
Ethan's just a homer. An Oregon homer, even though he's never even been to the state.
I went there for school, so.
They had cool jerseys when he was growing up, so he's a big fan.
Their court looks pretty good.
It looks way better.
Yeah.
Still a lot of trees on there, though. Maryland, bottom 3 just because of Willard. Ethan's a big Willard fan.
I think he's a good coach.
He loves him. He'd take him at Illinois over Brad, I think he said one time.
I probably did say that one time, yeah.
How many Big Ten lottery picks next year? How many?
12.
What's lottery? 12?
14.
14, and you're saying 12?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with 7.
7? Jesus Christ. I'd say 4. The 2 at Rutgers.
Yep.
And then maybe Will Riley. And maybe if Kwame Evans has a good year at Oregon, he was a 5-star last year. Sky Clark, UCLA.
Sky Clark, for sure.
Luke
Why
Goody.
we talk about him. He left our team. Jeez.
He's still playing in our conference.
You just move the goalposts, Ethan.
I'm talking
That's
about
fine.
basketball.
That's
You're talking
fine.
about.
I'm talking about somebody having a child. I'm
Okay.
sorry that you're 20 years old and you don't know what it is to be an adult.
I was 20 at one point in this podcast. That is true.
Anyways, we done?
Yeah, I think we
Have
are.
we had enough fun tonight? Harper, Bailey, Riley, Kasparus, M'Baku could all be lottery picks. That's close to me. 5.
Do you want to talk about the never mind. Never mind.
What would you like to talk about?
No, we're good.
You want to talk about how you're leading our golf league or something? Like, you want to brag about that?
No, I'm not doing anything. It's thanks
Definitely
to other people
partner.
sucking at golf. No, it's other. He hasn't been there several weeks.
Sure. I think you must make people nervous.
Probably
when you
It's
play with
pretty big presence, I would say.
Yeah. What else you want to talk about? Wait, this isn't the live show. We can't do this.
I was gonna bring up a basketball topic, but then you jumped on me.
I would love a basketball topic. You got one for me?
Do you think? No, this is a dumb question.
Ask it then.
Do you think we haven't mentioned the schedule on the show yet? That was a live show thing. That wasn't this.
It wasn't this?
No.
We definitely talked about Arkansas.
Yeah, last Wednesday, not for a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right about this.
Hard to talk about a team we've never seen play together. I agree, Jeffrey. That's why
maybe I'm not right.
That's why summer episodes suck. All right, Illinois plays Arkansas, Alabama, Missouri, Duke. Who am I missing?
Tennessee,
Alabama.
Said
them. Good try though.
Arkansas,
Thanksgiving Day on CBS right after football.
So everybody's going to be going to prepare for the next football game instead of watching that.
So they play on Thanksgiving and then they play like the night before on a Sunday before Christmas. Is that correct? Or they
When's
play on
bragging rights?
Is it the 22nd or 23rd?
Is bragging rights Sunday?
It's Sunday. Yeah. Brutal.
22nd. 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 Oh, yeah, they play Oakland, too.
Oakland.
They opened with Eastern, right? I think. Again. Pretty sure I saw that. Somebody confirm that right now. Go.
Sounds right.
Confirm it. Somebody confirm it now. Confirm it.
Do we have the rest of the schedule?
I don't think so. Oh, yeah, that's good.
What happened to playing Marquette? Thought we were, but doesn't seem like it anymore. Wasn't that a home and away with the Gavitt games or something? Weird. I don't remember.
The games of the Gavitt?
Yep.
Yep.
Do you think the Big Ten's going to do anything like that anymore?
No, I don't.
They're done?
Yep. The Big Ten should fold as a conference. I don't think we need it anymore.
Do you think Illinois will be preseason top 25?
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll be number 19. Write that down.
Yeah, not doing that. We will definitely play an exhibition against Kansas again. Thanksgiving is going to be awesome. National exposure with a huge audience.
Nobody's
I agree.
watching that.
Amazing. Except that's kind of the time where people start getting that turkey coma, though. I might be asleep by then.
So the CBS game is at 11:30 our time.
At night?
What?
At night?
No.
I thought it was after the football game.
There's 3 games. The CBS game is Bears Lions at 11:30. So that would mean that this game.
Oh,
would
you're talking
be-
about football.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the Illinois game was at 11:30. My bad.
I think the Illinois game is going to be at 3:00,
That would make sense.
which is 30 minutes before the Giants Cowboys and 4 hours before Dolphins Packers. So interesting.
It will be on TVs regardless.
Yeah, on accident. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, who's this?"
Yeah, because people
Isn't
fell asleep
Calipari
during the
Arkansas
football
now?
game.
Oh, the draw of that game is going to be Calipari and Arkansas. It's not going to be our much more successful coach in the recent present. Over the last 4 years, I would take Brad Underwood 10 times out of 10 over John Calipari. Lock it in. He won one Mickey Mouse championship because he had the best defensive player in the last 20 years of college basketball. And a couple other lottery picks that didn't work out in the NBA, such as Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. So how's that?
Sounds great.
Yeah, well, all right. I think we're done here.
All right. Don't forget, like, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not, leave us a recommendation or whatever you do. 1 star, 7 stars. I don't care. Do that stuff.
We'll see everybody in September.
We'll see you in September, I guess. No more live shows? Cancel
No,
those?
we can do one next Wednesday.
All right. We won't have one tomorrow because we did an episode tonight. Sure.
Yeah, Jeffrey, where the hell you been? Jesus. Yeah, they play Arkansas. All right. See everybody next time.
Welcome
Goodbye.
back, Jeffrey. Jeez.
Goodbye. I'm turning off.